Why you feel lonely around friends. There is a specific haunting quiet that descends not when you are alone in your room, but precisely when you are surrounded by the people who call you a friend. A paradox that feels both ungrateful and suffocating because by all external metrics, you are socially successful. You are sitting at a table, perhaps at a dinner or a casual gathering, and the air is filled with the rhythmic cadence of laughter, inside jokes, and the comforting noise of shared history, yet you feel as though you are watching the scene through a pane of glass, physically present but emotionally ghostly, leading you to wonder if there is something fundamentally broken within your ability to connect. It is a terrifying realization to look at faces you have known for years and feel absolutely nothing but a hollow distance, forcing you to ask yourself if these people actually know you, or if they only know the version of you that is convenient for them to love. This dissonance is not a sign of madness, nor is it a sign that you are a bad person. Rather, it is a psychological signal, a distress flare sent up by your subconscious, indicating that your social environment is no longer mirroring your internal reality. To understand this deep-seated alienation, we must look beyond the surface of social anxiety and delve into the concept of the false self, a term popularized by the psychoanalyst Donald Winnicott, which explains how, from a young age, many of us learn to construct a persona that is designed to be compliant, entertaining, or useful to others in order to secure attachment and avoid rejection. Over the years, you may have unknowingly perfected a mask, the funny one, the listener, the problem solver, or the easygoing one. And while this mask successfully attracts friends, it creates a fatal error in the architecture of intimacy, because when people love the mask, the true self hidden beneath remains untouched, unloved, and consequently, profoundly lonely. You feel lonely around your friends because you are engaged in a constant, exhausting performance, terrified that if you were to drop the act and reveal your boredom, your sadness, or your changing values, the friendship would dissolve, proving that their affection was never for you, but for the service you provided them. This creates a phenomenon known as emotional invisible labor, where you are doing the heavy lifting of suppressing your genuine needs to maintain the equilibrium of the group, leaving you drained and resentful. Furthermore, this loneliness is often fueled by a lack of reciprocal vulnerability, a concept in social psychology that suggests intimacy is only forged when two people mutually lower their defenses and share parts of themselves that risk rejection. If your friendships are built entirely on nostalgia, talking about the good old days, or superficial updates about work and pop culture, the relationship effectively stagnates in the shallows, never venturing into the deep waters where true connection lives. You may be craving what psychologists call resonance, the feeling of being emotionally understood and mirrored. But if your friends are incapable of meeting you at that depth, or if you are too afraid to invite them there, you remain trapped in a dynamic of parallel play, where you are together in space, but worlds apart in spirit. We must also consider the uncomfortable reality of divergent growth, where the trajectory of your psychological evolution has outpaced the container of the friendship. A common occurrence, because we often choose our friends based on proximity or shared circumstances in our youth, rather than shared values or emotional maturity in adulthood. As you engage in self-reflection and personal growth, your tolerance for gossip, cynicism, or stagnation decreases, creating a friction where you feel the need to shrink yourself to fit back into the box your friends expect you to occupy. This sensation is known as structural loneliness, arising not from a lack of people, but from a lack of peers who speak your emotional language. It is possible that you are holding on to connections out of a sunk cost fallacy, believing that the length of time you have known someone justifies the emptiness you feel in their presence. Ignoring the fact that people can be anchors that hold us in place just as easily as they can be sails that help us move forward. Ultimately, the loneliness you feel is a call to action from your psyche, urging you to take the terrifying risk of showing up as your authentic self, even if it means disrupting the harmony of the group. It is better to be alone and authentic than to be surrounded and erased. For the only cure for this specific type of isolation is to slowly dismantle the facade, to speak your truth, and to see who remains. Those who stay are your real friends, and those who leave were only fans of the character you were playing. Share your thought in the comment section if this resonates with you, and drop a like on this video if you found it insightful. Also, share it with your friends and family members who might find it useful. Let's grow this community together. Thanks for your time, and until next time, keep elevating your mind.